Robert Guillaume was born Robert Peter Williams on November 30, 1927 and died on October 24, 2017. He was an American actor, known for his role as Isaac Jaffe on Sports Night and as Benson on the TV series Soap and the spin-off Benson, as well as for voicing the mandrill Rafiki in The Lion King. In a career that spanned more than 50 years, he worked extensively on stage, television and film. For his efforts he was nominated for a Tony Award for his portrayal of Nathan Detroit in Guys and Dolls, and twice won an Emmy Award for his portrayal of the character Benson DuBois, once in 1979 on Soap and in 1985 on Benson. He also won a Grammy Award in 1995 for his spoken word performance of an audiobook version of The Lion King. After leaving university, Guillaume joined the Karamu Players in Cleveland and performed in musical comedies and opera. He toured the world in 1959 as a cast member of the Broadway musical Free and Easy. He made his Broadway debut in Quamina in 1961. His other stage appearances included Golden Boy, Tambourines de Glory, Guys and Dolls, for which he received a Tony Award nomination, Jacques Brel is Alive and Well and Living in Paris, and Pearly. His additional roles included Catherine Dunham's Bambish and in Fly the Blackbird. In 1964 he portrayed Sportin Life in a revival of Porgy and Bess at New York's City Center. Guillaume was a member of the Robert de Cormier Singers, performing in concerts and on television. He recorded a LP record, Columbia CS 9033, titled Just Arrived, as a member of the Pilgrims, a folk trio, with Angeline Butler and Millard Williams. Columbia Records producer, Tom Wilson, had set out to create the Pilgrims as an answer to the popular folk trio, Peter, Paul and Mary. By early 1964, the Pilgrims had recorded a handful of songs and Wilson was looking for the right song for the group's debut single when then-unknown singer-songwriter Paul Simon arrived for a meeting with Wilson and eventually pitched his new composition, The Sound of Silence. Wilson liked the song, had Simon record a demo for the group, but when Simon and his friend, Art Garfunkel, sang the song for Wilson in person, he signed them to a record contract instead of using it for the Pilgrims. In the 60s he was in Vienna, Austria at the Vienna Volksoper. Marcel Prawy engaged Robert Guillaume for the role of Sportin Life in Porgy and Bess. Later in his stage career, he was cast in the lead role in the Los Angeles production of The Phantom of the Opera replacing Michael Crawford.Guillaume made several guest appearances on sitcoms, including Good Times, The Jeffersons, Sanford and Son, Saved by the Bell, The College Years and in the 1990s sitcoms The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and A Different World. His series regular debut was on the ABC series Soap, playing Benson, a butler, from 1977 to 1979. Guillaume continued the role in a spin-off series, Benson, from 1979 until 1986. Guillaume also played Dr. Franklin in Season 6, Episode 8, Chain Letter, of the series All in the Family, which he coyly referenced Marcus Welby, M.D., a TV series in which he had guest-starred on in 1970. In 1985, Guillaume appeared in the television miniseries North and South, as abolitionist leader Fredrick Douglass, who escaped from slavery and became a leader of the anti-slavery movement prior to the American Civil War. He also appeared as marriage counselor Edward Sawyer on The Robert Guillaume Show, 1989, Detective Bob Ballard on Pacific Station, 1991 to 1992. And television executive Isaac Jaffe on Aaron Sorkin's short-lived but critically acclaimed Sports Night, 1998 to 2000. Guillaume suffered a mild stroke on January 14, 1999, while filming an episode of the latter series. He recovered and his character was later also depicted as having had a stroke. He also made a guest appearance on 8 Simple Rules for Dating My Teenage Daughter. Guillaume was married twice, first to Marlene Williams in 1955, with whom he had 2 sons, Gavin and Jacques. Despite Guillaume abandoning his wife and children early in the marriage, they did not divorce until 1984. He then married Donna Brown in 1986. The couple had a daughter, Rachel. He fathered but did not raise two other daughters by different mothers, Patricia, born in 1950, and Melissa in 1980. His son Jacques died on December 23, 1990, at the age of 33 due to complications of AIDS. In 1999, Guillaume suffered a stroke while working on Sports Night at Walt Disney Studios in Burbank, California. The stroke was minor, causing relatively slight damage and little effect on his speech. After 6 weeks in the hospital, he underwent a therapy of walks and sessions in the gym. Guillaume died of prostate cancer on October 24, 2017, at his home in Los Angeles, California, at the age of 89.